Erically, just to let you guys know, I'm going to piggyback off what he started a little bit. So I'm going to talk a little bit about fear in the beginning. So I appreciate you setting that up. Allie, you.
It needs to be said.
Okay. Thank you so much. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. So, as kids, we all have our stickers on as to what we wanted to be when we were growing up. So we all had dreams as kids. And for a lot of us, a lot of people out there, fear stops them from pursuing those dreams. Now, because of fear, we have some generations and some youth of today that don't even have any dreams at all. Now, I'm here to say it's never too late. It's never too late to start dreaming. It's never too late to rekindle those dreams that you had as a kid. Okay? You can always start and rekindle those dreams. Fear has stolen a lot of dreams from a lot of people. Now, in my opinion, the key to unlocking those dreams all start with your mindset. Both on mindsets a little bit when you're up here. The key to unlocking those dreams and unlocking your full potential has to do with your mindset. And mindsets can't change. Okay? Changing the mindset isn't easy. It will take grit, which means resolve and being focused, but you can change your mindset. So I want you guys to write this down. Write it down, text it to yourself, however you need to, but I want you to remember this. Because not only for yourself, but just by show of hands, how many of you know anyone that can use a slight mind shift, mindset adjustment? And if you don't have your hand up, look in the mirror because it's probably yourself.
You overlooking you.
All right. We can all use constant mindset adjustments. Okay. So here's how your mindset can change. All right. Or your mindset can shift. So, what we think will determine what we say. Okay? So what we think will determine what we say. What we say will determine the actions we take on a daily basis. So what we think will determine what we say. What we say will determine our actions. Our daily actions will determine what our habits are. So our habits, our actions turn into habits. And from those habits, we create our destiny. So if we break it all the way back to the beginning, it all starts with what we think. What we think will fast forward to what our destiny is. So think about what you're feeding your mind on a daily basis. What are you feeding your mind? When you're on your commute, are you listening to, "It's going down for real"? Are you listening to that? Everybody has smartphones. It's very easy to get an audio book and plug it into your stereo system and listen to some leadership books, business books, economics, motivation. Listen to those. Feed your mind when you have the time. We all have time during the rush hour commute. So feed your mind. I want to challenge everyone in here to be a champion. When you say champion, most people think about winning the Super Bowl, winning the championship ring, winning this tournament. But there's another definition of a champion that I think a lot of people don't know, and that is being a defender of a person or a cause. That's the definition of a champion that I think should be spread more. We all have it in us to be a champion. If not for anyone else, for ourselves. So be a defender for yourself. Be a defender and a pursuer and fight for other people. We all have an obligation to fight for others in our household, people we come in contact with every single day. Be a champion for them as well. At the end of the day, we can have just about anything we want in life if we help enough other people get what they want in life. Plain and simple. That goes back to being a champion. Every time you come into contact with somebody, on the top of mind, you should be thinking, how can I help them? How can I serve them? Servant leadership. Because as you help others, it's going to be paid back to you. For my wife and I, the things that we do outside of our careers or our corporate America jobs, we set our goals based on the number of people we touch, the number of people we help. By us setting our goals on the number of people we help, the financial goals, the bank account, all that stuff is going to come by default. It has no choice. It has to. It has to. Because we're helping enough other people get what they want. So whatever industry you're in, it doesn't matter. It's universal. Okay? Top of mind, how can I help them? Be that servant leader. That will have a direct effect on your level of success. If you want to be extremely successful, guess what? Go help more people. Once you reach a certain status or a certain point in your life, if you're comfortable right there, this probably won't happen. But if you stop helping people, guess what's going to happen to your success? It's either going to plateau or it's going to stop, and you're going to lose everything that you had gained. So what that means is continue to help people. And when you start to do that, the momentum is going to be so strong and so powerful. It's going to be like a snowball effect, and it's going to be so massive. If you want it to stop, you won't be able to. Because just by you walking and talking and being who you are, people are going to approach you. People are going to speak to you about you. You're going to get people calling you, emailing you, hey, I got your name from this person, I got your name from this person. So even if you're not going out being active, you got other people that you've helped that's going to refer other folks to you to help them. And it just continues on and on and on. Okay? There was a quote that I read that said, our careers is what we pay for. Our calling is what we're made for. And our jobs, our goals should be to try to make those two things intersect. Because if you're being compensated for what you're called to do, that is when you have found true passion and a life that you will be so happy to live. That's when work isn't work anymore. That's when it doesn't feel like work. Because it's your calling. And you're being compensated for it without even thinking about it. Because your focus is on people. If you don't have an opportunity to be a champion for other people, if you don't have an opportunity to be that servant leadership, open your eyes, because there are opportunities everywhere around you. There are so many opportunities for us to be successful. Outside of what Eric talked about, grow up, go to high school, go to college, get married, have a family, repeat. There are so many more opportunities for us to do things out there. Okay? So look for those opportunities. It's going to take risks sometimes. Life is about risks. If you don't take risks, we will never, ever, ever reach our full potential. You have to take risks. Right, Jeff? You got to take risks. You get that single, if you're on first base, if you don't take a risk to steal second, you may not score. If you don't score, your team may not win. So sometimes you got to take risks, right? You have to take risks to unlock your full potential. Otherwise, you'll always be average. You'll always be ordinary. You'll never excel, and you'll never be extraordinary. And I'm sure we all want extraordinary lives. At some point, we have to make a choice to take a chance, or our lives will never change. Okay? We have to make that choice to take a chance, or our lives will never change. It goes back to fear. Okay? We got to overcome that. We all want to be a part of something that's larger than ourselves. Okay? We can't go through life just thinking about me, 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 me. You have to be a part of something larger than yourself that gives your life meaning. Because at the end of the day, your life is going to be evaluated based on the lives that you've touched. If you haven't touched any lives, was your life really worth living? Okay? So think about that. As you go through your day, you be a champion for others, you serve others, you love doing that, you're going to be rejected by so many people. You're going to be hated on by so many people. Loved ones, siblings, sometimes parents, okay, friends, co-workers, neighbors. They're going to reject you because they see what you're doing and what they're not doing. They want to pull you back to where they are, being ordinary. You can't let that rejection from others affect what your vision is, what your passion is, what your purpose is. You have to push past that, despite them rejecting you, despite them being jealous of you. You have to keep pushing. Okay? It may take sometimes eliminating people from your life, but if that's what it takes, guess what? That's what it takes. You have to have a think others first mindset. Always thinking of others first before yourself. We have to be persistent and have faith that we can shape the future based on our actions. You have to have confidence that you have something inside of you that other people can benefit from. If you don't believe it, nobody else will. Everyone in here has something that they can serve others with. Something. Alex, food is delicious. That's your way of serving other people. If you serve people in that manner, the more people you serve in that manner, guess what's going to happen to your catering business? It's going to grow. It has no choice. Okay? I want everybody to think others first, be a champion, have servant leadership, and I promise you, you will be able to accomplish everything that your heart desires. Thank you.